Okay, today we got a Peugeot, I don't know, some kind of a Japanese. It's got Japanese movement in it. The bezel's really weird. It actually twists or it screws on, which is really bizarre. But it does have some ball bearing indentation things in it, spots I guess. I don't know. But look at this. It just kind of twists off entirely, and it's got threads. So does the bezel. It's all threaded, so that's kind of interesting. Definitely don't see stuff like this every day. This isn't really coming off, is it? Hmm. Yeah, it's got a bunch of gunk in there. All kinds of gunk. Anyways, I've never seen anything like this on a watch before, so I thought it was worth talking about. A screw-on bezel. Yeah, and then it's got these little balls that'll ratchet it in place, which is pretty interesting. And it's got all this gunk in it. It's almost like somebody used to wear this. Wow, imagine that. Either that or they left it somewhere in the open, out in the rain or something. I have no idea. Somebody probably wore it. Anyways, I'm going to try and screw this back on. At least I hope I can. Man, what a weird bezel. Never seen anything like it. Okay, so you want the 60 to line up with 12. Yeah, see how it clicks in place? Wham, just like that. Okay, so perhaps I should try to see if a battery replacement is going to get it to work. Needs a new battery. The band is kind of nice. It's got some cracking on the back, which is common with these cheaper leather bands. Some stretch notches because it's been used. Stainless steel back. Peugeot, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's got a Japanese. Yeah, it's got a Japanese movement in it because it says on the dial Japan movement. So these indices are the same kind of indices that one of my Omega Seamasters has. It's like the Seamaster 120M uses the exact same indices, so that's kind of cool. Obviously, that's a much more expensive watch than this. Okay, so I see a tab here, so let's try and open this. Should open pretty easy. Yep. The inside does not look great. It's pretty dirty, but it is using a very common Miyota movement. You can't really see, but there is crud in the very bottom on the other side of the watch face in there, I believe. So it's pretty, yeah, it's very dirty. You know what? Even though this movement's dirty, I bet it still runs when I put a new battery in it. If this was a Ronda or a Timex, it wouldn't run. So, alright, let's see what happens. Oh, you know what? Yep, so that popped right out. It wasn't even in well in the first place, which is kind of weird. So this says this is a 377, which it is. Yep, 377, which I believe translates to an AG4. It's a very common watch battery size for these cheap Japanese Miyotas. I go through these a lot when I do a lot of these inexpensive watches, and this one's probably worth 20 to 40, like most of the ones I've been doing recently. Okay, it's under the lip, sort of, kind of. Didn't do the best job there. We'll see if I can press it in better with my finger. Yes, I can. And then let's do the thing, and it's in. It's in better than the last one. Moment of truth. Let's see if it runs. Ooh, it's not running. That's rare. It's very rare. Wonder why. Let's get the case back on. I mean, this watch is pretty dirty. It's got some debris inside of it. Okay, so this does have a crown notch in it. Very small, probably doesn't even matter actually. That went back on pretty easy. Alright, so I'm going to hit this with the demagnetizer. Try to get all my electronics further away when I use this thing. Okay, let's see if I can't jump start this. Boom, just like that. All I needed was a little jump start, and now it's running. Very good. Excellent. We now have a ticking working watch. It's a little slow. Like you could see a drag sometimes. I mean, I saw it over here where it just drags. That is an indicator that it's not going to be accurate. It's probably going to lose time. But I will set this watch. I want this to do one revolution before I, because wherever it was stuck is where it's the worst. See, it's dragging right there. It's kind of dragging, but it got past where it was stuck, I think. So it looks like it's going to keep running, but it does drag in some areas. That's just where it's more gummed up. But it runs. Cool. Very cool. Okay. Well, yeah. I think we're good to go. This is a woman's watch, technically, by today's standards. I keep saying that because men's watches used to be much smaller than they are today. I think 32mm case size was considered the correct size back in the day, but anyways. So this one is a 27mm case size. It has a 14mm lug width, and then a 32mm lug to lug, and it is 8.2mm thick. Neat watch. It is running. It's using that super reliable Miyota inexpensive quartz movement that just runs. They just work. Rarely have any issues with them. This was one of the worst ones I've seen in a while, and it still runs after a little jump start. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I hope you have a good day.